Welcome back. I'm Jonah here with Local Gems. Today we're hanging out at Steel Pony Farm. We're going to be interviewing Mike, owner-operator of Steel Pony Farms. All right, let's get to it. How important is that community base?
What I really love about this style of agriculture is that it's all about community, right? And nothing against commodity farmers, that's something that we currently need in the world too. But it's like, in that case, it's not about community, it's just about buyers and sellers and those kind of relationships. Yeah. Like, I guess big corporate or wholesale buyers and sellers. And I mean, for us, it's like so cool. There've been so many customers over the years that I've like got to know really well, and like new friendships. There's so many like customers with kids who I've seen them grow up over the years, and they're like, I think of one customer in particular who was like this little boy when we met, and he's like as tall as me now. And so it's like, we just need eaters, right? We need people to make this conscious choice of like, you don't have to stop buying your food at Walmart or Costco or whatever, but you just have to think, okay, some of the money that I earn, I'm going to turn it around and put it back into my community, back into local producers. And so without people making that conscious effort, it wouldn't happen. And I mean, it's like I'm trying to make this business a model, or this like approach to food, as accessible as possible. But I know it's not as easy as like going to the grocery store and loading up on everything you need. Yeah. So
I think you guys have a really good like layout. I think you definitely do you guys' part on making sure we all get our supplies that we need. Like, it's almost more convenient to get it through you guys than going down to the store, to be honest.
Sweet. Well,
because it comes right to my door.
Right.
Like, I do the delivery package and I just can't beat it, and it's fresher. It's so good.
Cool.
I can't even.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. I mean, what I would love to be able to do is to like say, okay, also order your milk and your butter and your yogurt and like all this stuff through us. And I think slowly, like, we're getting there. We've got like eggs now and some coffee and kombucha, and looking like to add things slowly. But I mean, also, it's just like, for me, it's a struggle to like manage that growth too, because when we start getting like meats and dairy in, then we need like to make sure everything's temperature controlled the whole time. So like for you delivering on your doorstep, we'd need to have like insulated boxes and that kind of stuff. And I'm not ready to like start buying packaging that can't be reusable. Like the bigger farms that are doing this, it's like this whole thing. They've got like a box and then a liner and then an insulated thing and then like an ice pack, and all of them are like single use.
Oh, and that kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah,
here.
It's like, so it's like, I think the solution around this, again, it's like community, like you're asking about, and it's like having these relationships where I'm like, okay, Joel, we're gonna deliver meat, but have a cooler on your doorstep, and we're gonna put it in there so that it stays at like a safe temperature. And I mean, there's hiccups with that. It like doesn't really feel professional in the way that like Amazon feels professional, and it's like, you know, they drop it off and then go away.
But I think that's cool. Like, I think that makes it even more. I think people are so out of touch with how communities used to be. Right. It used to be like neighbors. Like, I don't even talk to my neighbors in town. Like, I don't even know who they are. And I think that whole thing is missing. And that's where I think this operation comes right in.
I called you Joel. That's your dad's name.
Yeah, that's okay. We can say that's a random guy that you're just...
Some random dude, Joel.
We're just...
That's funny. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Like, I guess it's hard to know, like, what's that?
That's the big combine.
Oh, big combine. Yeah. It's hard to know, like, I'm not saying that exactly that, like, me personally and my farm is like breaking new ground. Like, there's a path that's been tread by other farmers, and
Mhm.
I'm modeling myself after them and making little innovations here and there, just like any other small business. But it's hard to know. It's like how far do I go towards like that corporate side, of like easy kind of like turnkey stuff where it's just like, here's your box of vegetables, versus like the way other extreme of this model, community supported agriculture. When it first started, it was like the farmer organized like planting and harvesting, but relied on the members to come out and do all the work.
Mm.
And so it would be like, okay, it's time to harvest beets. Everybody come out and harvest beets this weekend. And I like that idea, but like from a logistics point of view, it's like way too challenging to try to like mobilize 500 customers to
Yeah,
come and harvest
yeah.
their own beets,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's like kind of finding this like balance between like the super grassroots thing and then like the super polished manicured thing, and figuring out like where on that spectrum is a good place to land so that the majority of the customers feel pretty good about it.
Yeah. I think having you involved with so much, I think that makes it a little more relatable and like the community to the farm kind of thing.
Right.
Just,
Right.
you know, because you're the operator. I think that.
Yeah. That's the hope.
Yeah.
Jonah, not Joel.
That's all right. You're not the first.
Right.
All right, that's a wrap
Yeah.
for us. Thanks for tuning in. You can like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. Make sure you go give Mike, Steel Pony Farms there, follow as well. Check out some of his merch, check out some of our merch. Yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Hopefully we can get some more local producers on. You know, I'd like to do some local beef producers, some honey producers. Hopefully we can get in touch with some of them. Stay tuned. Thanks for hanging out.